You're very welcome here to the Connacht GA Centre for the Leo today. The referee today is a Roscommon man, it's Patrick McTiernan. There's a nice crowd here building up here on what is a beautiful evening, getting a bit nippy, a bit cold, but it is the middle of August, but we have a nice crowd here, and some people who've made the long journey from Killannin, which is, I checked it on the sat-nav today, it's 100 kilometres from Killannin here to the GA Centre here in Ballyhonus, and we're just looking at the crowd there. There's obviously a good few from Tourlestrane. They didn't have to make such an arduous journey down the road. It's only about 35 kilometres for the people from Tourlestrane, so just a short journey for them compared to Killannin. But we're looking forward to a very entertaining game here today. This is the Leo Kenny Memorial Cup, and Leo Kenny, the cup is dedicated to the memory of the former Uachtaráin of Connacht GAA, Leo Kenny. Leo was a member of the Alan Gales Club in Leitrim, and he served for many years. He also served as an officer of the Leitrim County Board and the Connacht GAA Council for a long number of years. So competition was formerly called the Millennium Cup, and but this was dedicated to Leo, with the Connacht Council dedicating the trophy as the Leo Kenny Memorial Cup. So we have the two teams just they're warming up on the AstroTurf, and we see one of them coming down here. We see Killannin making their way down here, and Tourlestrane. There's a number of pitches here, excellent facilities here, and a great crowd here, and they just warmed up on the Astro pitch down there, and both teams seem to have togged out strong squads here this evening. You look, Killannin have come, as I said, the men from Galway, the men from West Galway coming up through Galway City and up here to Ballyhonus this evening. They've togged out a very strong team. They have 32 players named this evening. This is a very, very good trophy, and it's a trophy I suppose a lot of clubs want to win there. Just looking down through the Roll of Honour before this, we've seen Corofin have won this in 2012, Tourlestrane, Salthill Knocknacara, Mount Bellew Mylon in 2015, Charlestown. So there'll be very strong representation from 2011 for Tourlestrane's last win in this competition, and it's back in 2000 when Hollymount won the competition, but I think that was the last time Killannin would have featured in this final of this competition. So Killannin are going to start with their captain, number 13, Darren Walsh, Patrick Sweeney, brother of Cathal Sweeney, at number 14, and number 15 will be Enda Kelly. A very strong team there from Killannin. Tourlestrane playing in the green and gold, and in gold they will have Porrick McVeigh, a full back line of Darren Leonard, Brian Kennedy and Barry Walsh, half back line Oisin Kennedy, Adrian McIntyre, the Sligo senior player, and the number 7 captain Jason Leonard. Midfield, another Sligo senior, Stephen Henry, and he will be joined there by Kenneth Govan. Half forward line there, Cathal Henry, Brian Egan and Gary Vaughan, and the full forward line, Liam Gohan, Pat Hart, the Mayo man, and top of the left, John Mahan. So we're just here for the build-up. A nice crowd building up here now, and we're just probably going to have the national anthem, but it's just about a minute after 8, and we should be starting any minute now. As I said, there's a great crowd here. Referee is blowing his whistle there, and just looking down through the Roll of Honours, it's been well spread in previous years, but the last few years it has been Galway teams to the fore. The reigning champions, as I said there, are Charlestown Sarsfields, and it is a very, very important trophy for the respective teams. It's a trophy that's played right throughout the summer, when it's giving exposure to the likes of Galway clubs, to Sligo clubs, and giving exposure to players I suppose they wouldn't play with maybe on the club scene too often. And here we see Tourlestrane coming just around the corner from the area where they were warming up, and they're just gingerly walking down here. As I said, a great crowd over there, the sun breaking through the clouds here. I said, it's a bit nippy here. The pitch is in absolute excellent condition here in the centre, the GA Centre here, and it's very, very noteworthy to commend the groundsmen here, because the pitch is in excellent condition, just walking across it there today. So just have the formalities. We're going to have the team photos here. We have already captured the county senior title and defeated last year in Sligo, and they defeated Drumcliff Ross's Point in the first round of the championship. Eamon O'Hara, the Sligo legend, and Jerry McGowan, who both serve as joint managers, will look to Brian Kennedy, Adrian McIntyre, Brian Egan, Cathal Henry, Liam Gohan and team captain James Leonard to ensure success against the Galway team. On the other hand, we have Killannin, and they've defeated Westport, Mihal Brannocks, Armore, and they scored 4 goals and 42 in their 3 games. So very free scoring Killannin here this evening. They'll be hoping for better fortune following their defeat in their first appearance in the final back in 2000, where they lost out to the Mayo team Hollymount. The club were awaiting near neighbours Mike Cullen in the 3rd round of the Galway Championship, having lost to Tuam and recording a 2-10-11 victory over the mighty Cortoon Shamrocks in round 2. Killannin will call on the experience of the Sweeney brothers, Cathal and Patrick, and they'll also have Niall live on YouTube, as a lot of the games are here down in the centre, GA Centre here. So we have a couple of changes there just being read out. We have number 11 there for... Number 11 here is out. It's Brian Egan. And number 17 is in for him. It's Noel Gahan on the Tourlestrane team. And we also have, I think it's on the Tourlestrane team as well, it's John Martin who's out. And number 22 we have... National anthem out of the way here, and we're already set to go here. So just to confirm them two changes on the Tourlestrane team, Killannin play as selected as we read out there, but the Tourlestrane team, the centre forward Brian Even gives way to Noel Gahan, and it's top of the left John Marin who was down to start, and he gives way to number 22 John Kelly. So we're all ready to start here. Sun streaming across here in Bacon in the GA centre, and Killannin are making up their way up the pitch here. So yes, and the two teams just getting the formalities out of the way here, and we're ready to start. And there's a really, really good crowd that's come in over the far side of the pitch. You can see it there on the cameras. Really nice crowd enjoying the sunshine here. What's, I suppose, the August sunshine here. It is a cool enough evening here, but it's beautiful, beautiful conditions for football. Two teams just getting ready to start here, and the referee is just getting through the formalities in the middle of the pitch there. Man from Roscommon is going to get the proceedings underway. And the game is underway. The ball is thrown up in the middle. It's Killannin that win the ball, and it's Gary Heffernan. Gary Heffernan comes with the ball. He's looking for somebody to offload to. Sean Thornton. Sean Thornton just loses the ball there, gives it out to the wing forward. It's Johnny Heaney. Johnny Heaney, well known to people from Galway, and had his stint there in Crow Park last week or 2 weeks ago with Kerry, where Kerry came out the better of that. But it's Killannin that has that. It's a big full forward. Patrick Sweeney. 2 or 3 men around, and the ball comes out loose, and the ball to go down it. The referee said it's going to be a free out. It's going to be a free to the Tourlestrane, the reigning Tourlestrane, the county champions, and that's a quick ball played out here to Gary Gahan. He's looking for the ball out here to the wing. He lays that ball in quickly into the substitute, that John Kelly, who started to the midfield. And some good build-up play there from Tourlestrane, but just not the finish they wanted. Maybe not the right man to get the ball to at the very end. But some great running there from the corner back Barry Walsh to get in position for that score. Killannin start this with a short kick out, and they're going to work it through the hands. They're going to go through the hands here to bring the ball out. The centre back here coming out the ball, David Walsh, the county star, coming out the ball. He's going to lay this. He's going to dink that ball just inside in front of Sweeney. Sweeney's out in front of his man. This is going to be the thing that he lays the ball off there to the onrushing number 12 there, and it's a great save, and that ball goes over the bar, and that is a great score from Darren Walsh, number 13 there, Darren Walsh. Great score. So it's 1 point, just a couple of minutes gone here, just 2 minutes gone here, and it's a point already for the Killannin men, the men in blue. Another score there, and that's over the bar, and it's another point for Killannin. Great score, very quick score there. Yes, and it's number 11 there with that score. We're just going to have that. Niall Walsh puts that over the bar. So it's a great start from the Galway men here, and Tourlestrane just playing themselves into trouble there. They had that ball to clear it. It was theirs to clear it, and suddenly it wasn't cleared, and the result was not just 1 point but 2 points. A very quick turnover. Tourlestrane again start to build with the ball here. We've got 3 minutes gone, 2.5 minutes gone here. It's 2 points to no score in favour of the Galway men, but it's Tourlestrane that have the ball, and it's James Leonard, the great score, left footed over the bar, took on his man, backed himself and popped that over the bar. So good response from Tourlestrane there after conceding the first 2 scores. Tourlestrane hit back through John Kelly, and that's a very good score. 2 points to 1 point in favour of the Galway men. Again, Killannin go short. Their keeper looks for Killannin go short. Very good open game of football here, and we're just looking at the two teams here. They're setting out. There seems to be Killannin are playing with 2 men up front. Everybody else is boxed in here, and Killannin go with a long kick out. First long kick out really from Killannin. The mark is called, but they carry on with the ball. There's Killannin on the attack here. And looking up here, it's the wing forward. He's looking up to see who he can get. Johnny Heaney coming at pace. Lays it off to his wing back to the Ronan Cadwell, who's in support. And again, back to Johnny Heaney. Johnny Heaney lays out back out to Ronan Cadwell. 2 of them, few 1-2s. There's a man free out here, right out here in the corner. It's number 9. It's Gary Heffernan, the big midfielder. Looks outside, gives it to Sweeney. Sweeney's going to take his man on. Jinks inside. He's going to have a shot here. He's going to have a shot outside the boot. That looks a brilliant score from Patrick Sweeney. Fantastic score here. And that leaves it 4 points to 1 in favour of Killannin, and Tourlestrane just need to up it here again. Tourlestrane coming out through Leonard, the captain. Ball down long, and Sweeney goes in front of that. Cathal Sweeney's fouled here, right here in front of us. Cathal Sweeney has the ball, lays it into his midfielder, and it's just the quickness and the sharpness of Killannin at the moment is showing. They just seem to be quicker to the ball, and they seem to be getting the ball off from frees and everything, not standing up. The ball has gone into the corner. It's gone into Kelly. Kelly out in front of his man. Just recycles that ball out. Take a shot, a little solo dummy there. It's Johnny Heaney, I think, again. And the block comes in there. I think it was Adrian McIntyre that got the hand in there. But either way, it's Tourlestrane that are coming out with the ball. And Tourlestrane with 3, 4, 5 men around the Tourlestrane man. There's going to be a foul committed. And it's to Tourlestrane. And Tourlestrane need to get a score in this game. Ball goes down the far wing. It's Gahan that has the ball. Liam Gahan has the ball. He's looking for support here. He's got it in the form of Kelly. Kelly's going to take on his man. He is Sweeney. Sweeney shepherding him outside. There's 2 Killannin men. He won't go around both of them. Left footed. Little toe tap. Plays it inside to Gary Gahan. Gary gets the ball right over the first time. Adrian McIntyre, the centre back, comfortable at centre back or midfield. Adrian plays the ball over. The shot's going to come in here. And it's another wide for Tourlestrane. Tourlestrane not helping their cause here this evening. It's 4 points to 1. Tourlestrane, another wide there. And we're just looking at Tourlestrane are going to rue them wides, because Killannin have just been the better team when it comes to taking their chances. And besides that, there has been probably very little between the team. Tourlestrane with a couple of wides there that would really have them back in this game. We have 6-7 minutes gone in this game. Very open, competitive game. Another long ball out here, Killannin. Killannin now are going to favour. They're putting the ball out long. They're getting dividends. They're winning the ball out there. But it's a Tourlestrane man, and he goes down on this ball. Tourlestrane have this ball back to number 17, Noel Gahan. Noel Gahan plays this ball over. Tourlestrane very patient at the ball. They build through the phases here. Gives it to Adrian McIntyre. Adrian McIntyre, he can play a good ball. Good high ball in. He sees the options that are there. Ball is broken out here. Who's going to get this? Sweeney's going down this. Cathal Sweeney's going down on this, and I think Cathal Sweeney has this ball. Plays it out the wing here. Plays it out to the big midfielder, Gary Heffernan. Gary's seen a lot of the ball here. Out in acres of space here. Gary's going to take his time. He's going to have a look up. He's looking here, but again, just Tourlestrane. It's just a final pass. It's just that a little bit of sharpness, not going to hands, and it's Killannin that are going to go with the ball again. It's Johnny Heaney. Johnny Heaney going down the ball, far side of the pitch. Johnny on the 45. Kicking that ball in. That ball's going to go right into Sweeney again. This is their go-to guy every single time, and Sweeney didn't hold on to the ball that time, but he was under awful pressure there from 2-3 Tourlestrane men, and he's deemed to have given away a foul. A bit frustrated there, but he did have 2 or 3 men around him when he had the ball himself. He says, look, he was pulled out of my hands, and maybe he thought that he shouldn't have been a free against him when he did exactly the same thing. The Tourlestrane come in numbers across the pitch, past the 45 to the midfielder, the number 9, and the Kenneth Garvin. Play that ball inside, and now there could be a chance here. Now that there's steps could be taken here. The referee's looking. They're looking for a free here. Referee gives the free. He wasn't sure there at the moment. Gary Gahan that wins the free there, number 12. But the referee was just a little bit slow on blowing the whistle, and I suppose Killannin lads were looking for the free, but it's going to be a free to Tourlestrane. It's going to be a chance for Tourlestrane. We've got 8-9 minutes here. It's 4 points to Killannin. It's 1 point to Tourlestrane, and this is just a chance for Tourlestrane just to settle things. It's the number 10. It's Cathal Henry that's going to kick this with 9 minutes on the clock. Cathal Henry just winding up right-footed here, about 35 yards out, kicks that over the bar, and that's a good score from Cathal Henry. So point there from Tourlestrane, Cathal Henry, and that gets a 2 point game here. just allows us to catch your breath here now, but some very good football being played here, and just the difference really is, it's just that link-up play up front for Tourlestrane, and it's just their finishing is letting them down a bit. But a very evenly contested game here, and a couple of players coming to the fore. A couple of Sweeneys for Killannin certainly coming to the fore, and we also have John Kelly and John Kelly coming to the fore for Tourlestrane, and Adrian McIntyre seeing a lot of the ball. Here we have it. It's Cathal Sweeney again. Cathal Sweeney, number 10 in his back, plays cornerback for Galway, but number 10 for Killannin. Gets through an awful lot of work. He puts that ball in. Number of blue shirts and for Tourlestrane, and he's definitely one of their go-to guys. He's standing over the ball here. Indecision there from Tourlestrane exactly what they were going to do with that free, and it's Killannin that win that ball. Again, Sweeney wins that ball, but the umpire, the far side there, the rule of stepping out over the line, the number of times we've seen this in games, and it seems to be what's been caught for there. I think the player from Killannin stepped out over the line, and I think we're going to have a hot ball here. So Tourlestrane had the possession there. They took a poor free, went out. Killannin turned it over, and Killannin points to Tourlestrane. Hot ball in there. It's a millie of players in there, but it's a blue and white shirt that comes out, and then all players in the middle of the pitch here. It's number 11 here, Niall Walsh. Niall Walsh, 2 points today already. He shrugs off the challenge there of Noel Gahan. Takes the ball inside, takes it into the midfielder who's seen a lot of the ball, Gary Heffernan. And Gary lays that ball again, and Killannin just seem to be patient with the ball, but they're under a lot of pressure here from Tourlestrane, and it's David Walsh that's under pressure there, but he seems to skip by his man there, just seems to make time for himself, shifts that ball out over to the wing back. Wing back has the ball. Ronan Cadwell, Ronan looking for that ball. He takes that ball again, gives and goes, takes on his man, looking for a bit of support, but that's a loose ball, and Tourlestrane turned this ball over. A bit of frustration here on the sideline here. With Eamon O'Hara roaring encouragement towards his team there, and Tourlestrane are coming in waves here. There's a number of mates. Gahan is the far side if they can find him. He's looking for the ball. It's going to be a good ball in. No. And it's Killannin that win that ball, and Killannin that win that. And the fullback, Edwin Murray, that comes out with the ball, lays it off there to David Walsh. And that strong spine that Killannin have there at fullback and at centre back seem to be paying dividends here, and they avert the danger here. So it's Killannin from Tourlestrane being in a very promising position. It's Killannin that win that ball. Again, Cathal Sweeney has the ball, having huge influence here. I think he has the most touches here. He gets the ball inside into his brother there, and it looked like there could have been a slight coming together, as we say, and Sweeney went down very heavily. Tourlestrane that have the ball here. They're coming out with the ball. They need to get a score or two on the board. 4 points to 2. Tourlestrane, number 13, Liam Goss gone here. It's Killannin 4 points, Tourlestrane 3. Leo Kenny Cup final, Connacht Club Championship final, and two teams, team from Sligo, Tourlestrane, team from Killannin, Galway, and who meet in the final this year. And we have 4 points to 3. Very, very, very good contested game. Some great scores on show here, but it's Patrick Sweeney in foot forward there. Gets the ball. He's going to have a shot, but this time it's gone to the left and wide. He is really their danger man there, Patrick Sweeney inside. He's the man they go to. They get that ball in quickly to him. They've got a couple of scores out of him, one from himself. He's fed it out to Niall Walsh on other occasions, but he is definitely the go-to guy in there. But it's Tourlestrane through Adrian McIntyre. Adrian McIntyre playing number 6 there. Can play midfield as well too. He often pushes on forward. He plays that ball, but that ball has gone loose and it's gone out. And there's a number of blue jerseys, blue tops over there, and they weren't too happy at first. It looked like it was going to be a Tourlestrane ball, but they seem to be arguing with that. But it's a Killannin ball, and it's Killannin that get the ball back over the halfway line. They're moving the ball the far side of the pitch. It's congested over there. They're going to spray this ball across. No, it's a little hand pass back. They're going to be patient. The shout comes in from the sideline here from the management to hold on to the ball, and that's exactly what Killannin do. Played to number 20, the substitute there, Ted McAndrew. Number 20 on his back. This is where you could be into black card territory. We're just going to see what the referee's going to do. He's gone into his umpire. They seem quite insistent here, the Killannin management here, that it is a black card. It definitely is in black card territory. We're just looking. He's down there with the umpire, and it looks like we could be into the black card territory here. He's down checking with his umpire. Maybe he has to go to the other umpire there as well, but he's just in discussions there. We know what the Killannin people think. We know they think it's on the management here beside me. We know what they think. It looks like he's going to be gone here. He has the book out. He's talking to him there. And, he is, it's going to be, a yellow card. A yellow card. So a few of the people around me here don't agree with that decision, but that is the decision of the referee. It's a yellow card. And we just thought it was in black. The ball. Oh, he's not happy with that decision. He's certainly not happy with that decision. But the referee says before you caught the ball, there was a little nudge, there was a little push, according to the referee. But again, we know Killannin don't agree with that here. But Sweeney is definitely the man they're getting the ball into. So they're moving the ball here. Tourlestrane just a bit loose there from the Tourlestrane players. And the ball comes out here to the middle. They just crossed the halfway line here. But Cathal Sweeney's been told by the referee that he doesn't like the way he came out and remonstrated with him. And it's going to be a yellow card for Cathal Sweeney. Cathal Sweeney has been very, very influential in this game. But there's going to be a free here. And this is the chance to put the bare minimum between the two teams again. It's 5 points to 3. Free comes in. And that's another free. And it's Killannin that win that ball. They win that ball and they move that through. They move it through. They come at pace. But the ball, fans not happy over there. The supporters not happy with what's going on there over there. But we have movement there through Niall Walsh. Niall Walsh has 2 points got already. He just keeps that ball moving. Back to David Walsh. David Walsh, he takes that ball again. He looks into Niall Walsh. Niall Walsh takes it, gives it, takes it back again. And Walsh has the ball there, coming over the 40-yard line. He's a man outside him. He has Enda Kelly. Enda Kelly, 2 points today. He's going for his third. He's going to have a shot, but that's going to go to the right and wide. And that's a wide for Killannin. And again, it's just a feature of this game that Tourlestrane, unless they move the ball at pace, once they slope the ball down there, they get gobbled up by the Killannin defenders. And it's a kick out there. Nearly went out over the line, but did very, very well to keep that ball in play. And that was Gary Gahan that keeps that ball in play. Tourlestrane moved that ball into the middle. Move it out to the far side where there's a bit of space there and they can start making some ground here. It was the Killannin man that carried the ball into the tackle and he was turned over. It was Walsh, the centre forward, that carried the ball into the tackle and they were turned over. But it's Gary Gahan here, right directly in front of us here. Takes on his man, little dink like that, lays the ball off again but doesn't make it to the hands of a Tourlestrane man. And it's Killannin that are on the ball again. Big midfielder for Killannin. Sean Thornton coming out there. There was a Sean Thornton in the Quiet Man movies one time. I don't think he's one and the same, but it was Sean Thornton keeps that ball moving over the far side of the pitch. And Killannin are going to come with their full back. It's Edwin Murray. Pressure being put on them there on the halfway line. Even on the fourth leg, just gone to the left and wide. And as I said, that would have put the bare minimum, but it's still 2 points between the two teams. And we have 24 minutes gone here in Bacon for this Leo Kenny Cup final. 2 points in at Killannin, 6 points. Tourlestrane, 4 points. And Tourlestrane, it's just the decision making and their passing that really is letting them down in the final third. But it's Johnny Heaney, the far side of the pitch. He's making yards. He's making some serious yards down there. Darren Walsh is taking it on. 2 Tourlestrane men around him. But he pushes one off and he takes on the shot. And the umpire said that's gone wide. And it's just so quick how Killannin just transition from defence into attack. That's a trademark of the game so far from them. It's Tourlestrane do the hard yards down the pitch. The ball gets turned over. And very, very quickly, Killannin get the ball up the pitch. They get up to their Cathal Henry. This ball, Tourlestrane now with a bit of space. Killannin aren't set. This could be a chance for Tourlestrane really to get a score here. Manufacture something. Killannin are getting men back. They need to get a score here. They need to have a shot down here. And the shot comes in. And it's a point. And it's a good point from Tourlestrane. And a point comes in from John Kelly. John Kelly with, I think, he's second of the day here. And that puts the bare minimum back between the two teams. 6 points to 5. And that's better from Tourlestrane. Just, I think they turned the ball over, but no. And we have Jerry McGowan here as well looking over to us to see what we've seen on the camera. But Jerry, it doesn't matter what we that ball on and get that ball moving to Liam Gahan. 28 minutes here. Maybe it's just to say how many minutes are left here, how many minutes are going to be added on. But we've 28 minutes gone so far, 28 and a half minutes. We've the bare minimum between the teams, 6 points to 5. Very good game. It looks like the referee is signalling that there's going to be 1 minute of extra time. As I said, we already have 28 and a half minutes gone here. And it's Killannin on the ball. But having a much, much better day here as he just takes a little jink there, but he's, just as I said that, the commentator's curse, he just took too much out of the ball here at the moment. 6 points apiece. And you just feel Tourlestrane are getting into this game a little bit. They're winning the breaks around the middle and they have a chance here maybe to go in at half time. Point up if they could just get the right ball in here. There's a score on here. There's something going on off the ball there, but there's a chance here for Tourlestrane. Chance for Tourlestrane to get the last point before half time. And that looks good, and that's over the bar. Down from the full forward position right down to the midfield or the half back position. He's going to brandish another card here. Killannin man. And there's a yellow card there. And it's going to Johnny Heaney there. It's 7 points to 6. Very, very enjoyable game here. A very, very eventful game here as well. There's been a few cards, nothing dirty, nothing malicious or anything like that. There's been a few cards brandished. And join us in the second half for more commentary here from the Leo Kenny Cup final. You're welcome back here to the final of the start of the second half, the final of the Leo Kenny Cup here. And we've just 1 point between the two teams. We have the Killannin team from Galway on 6 points and Tourlestrane from Sligo on 7 points. So the ball is thrown in there by the Roscommon referee, and it's Tourlestrane that are on the attack. It's Adrian McIntyre straight away on the ball, breaks the tackle, gets it through there to Egan. Egan is number 11 on the ball, plays the ball out to the wing back, Oisin Kennedy. Oisin Kennedy looking for Brian Egan again, who's been in with the county team both last year and this year. Plays the ball out, but that ball's gone to the left and wide. That's Cathal Henry with a wide there for Tourlestrane. So Tourlestrane starting on the front foot there. There's been a couple of changes, I think, here. We have Enda Kelly on the Killannin team has made way for, we're looking, he's made way Alan Kelly. So it's Enda Kelly for Alan Kelly. So the two Kellys just making way there for each other. So besides that, we're looking around for changes. We know Brian Egan ambitious from Johnny Heaney, and Johnny passed their 21-yard line, playing the ball out here to number 18 for Tourlestrane. It's Shane Dunn. So Tourlestrane have a couple of men on there. Number 18 on Shane Dunn, and they also have Brian Egan on there. We'll just confirm who's gone off as we go through the game here. There's a man here on the far side here, wing back, and it's Oisin Kennedy. He's looking to kick every ball and catch every ball here. Midfield out around the middle. It's going out through Adrian McIntyre. Adrian McIntyre gets the ball. He breaks it down and he gets down to pick it up himself. Adrian McIntyre, very classy performer here for Tourlestrane. He lays the ball back there to the number 18 and number to Shane Dunn. Shane Dunn lays the ball off here to the Oisin Kennedy coming forward here for Tourlestrane. And Tourlestrane are just turning on the pressure here, and Killannin have retreated back into their shell just a little bit here. And it's Tourlestrane, but they're slowing up the ball. Now this is the big ball into Pat Hart. Pat Hart to number, I think it was 13 there. We're just looking at we're just looking at here, waiting for it to turn around here. Just hard to see from exactly where we are, but it's a yellow card, and all the while it's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty to Tourlestrane. Now we're looking at going to be number 13, I think, to take this, and that's Liam Gahan, the underage player, very good underage for both Sligo and Tourlestrane the last few years, and he's going to take this up. He hasn't been on the score sheet yet, but it's a real opportunity for Tourlestrane with 4 minutes gone here in the game. Penalty here, gone with the penalty, left-footed, takes it. Oh, it's a great save there from the captain, Shane Sheridan. But the referee is going to be, because it's Tourlestrane, it's Adrian McIntyre there, majestic there in midfield. But in all fairness, he didn't seem to be under that much pressure. He went up, grabbed that ball. Tourlestrane that are moving the ball at pace. It's a thing they weren't doing the first half. The wing back taking the shot on there, and that's Oisin Kennedy, and that's a great score from Oisin Kennedy. And it's Tourlestrane. What a start they've made here. Bearing in mind they could have had a penalty, they missed a penalty. They've got 5 points of lead here. It's 6 points to 11, and it's all Tourlestrane at this stage, and Killannin need to get a foothold in this game. 7 minutes gone in the second half. Killannin not taking the quick kick outs like they were. They seem to be slowing down the game a bit, and maybe that's suiting Tourlestrane just a little bit, because in the first half they were taking the quick kick outs, they were taking short kick outs, they were mixing up a bit. But again, it's Tourlestrane around the middle. Tourlestrane are really paying dividends around the middle there. The cornerback Barry Walsh that stuck in there and won that breaking ball, but Killannin turn over that ball. Killannin plays the ball to the midfielder. And it's Gary Heffernan that has that ball for Killannin. Lays that off to one of the substitutes, Alan Kelly, that's in. Alan Kelly, number 21, he's back. He's got two Tourlestrane men around him. He's been pushed out to the side. Well, Ronan Cadwell plays that ball right across the pitch, and there's a Tourlestrane man coming in there. Pressure's on David Walsh. David Walsh just deals with that pressure, just hands off his man, and gives that ball to the number 13. Number 13, Darren Walsh. Darren Walsh tries to break the tackle. There's 3-4 Tourlestrane men. And what Killannin were doing in the first half, it's Tourlestrane that are doing it in the second half. They're getting men behind the ball. They're getting men around the attacker, and they're turning over the ball. Exactly what Killannin were doing in the first half, and it's nearly a role reversal here. It's Tourlestrane that are getting the men back, and they're turning over the ball, and they're moving with intent and moving with pace. That's the one thing they weren't doing in the first half. Them changes we have Brian Egan who came on, and it was Noel Gahan that went off for Brian Egan, and we also had for Tourlestrane, we also had number Henry who lays that ball over the far side to Cathal Henry. Cathal Henry tries that little ball in there. Pat Hart lays it out again. It's just Tourlestrane. This is much better from Tourlestrane. There's a shot coming here, and that looks good. That looks a good score, and that's over the bar. And we're just looking at that. I think it's Liam Gahan who looks like he got that score. We're going to put that down for Liam Gahan there. It looked like here. Great score from in the ascendancy here, and they really have turned the screw here on the Galway men. And the Galway men just don't seem to have the answer around the middle at the moment, but we know there's only in this game the Leo Kenny Cup final, and we're just going to have a little lull in proceedings here. Eamon O'Hara's out around the middle of the pitch there. It's where he was playing the game. He's done so much running in and out on the pitch, but he's out around the middle there, encouraging his players on. And turn the screw. We thought the missed penalty might just give Killannin just that renewed ball is played down. Carl Sweeney come back into this game. Carl Sweeney's seen a lot of the ball in the first half. Not so prominent now, but he gets that ball off, gets it off to the midfielder, and gets off Sean Thornton. Sean Thornton, ball out to the side there, and he won't be thanked for that. The number 21 there, Alan Kelly, but then the push came in the back, and in a position where the Tourlestrane man. Number 15 out there, we think it is number 15. It is number 15 that's on his back, and that's Enda Kelly that we think is on the far side there. Just from where we are here, it's hard to see, but it looks like number 15, and he's going to take this up, but no, little short kick to Johnny Heaney. Johnny Heaney, they're going to try to work it into a better position because a very awkward angle out there. They're going to try to work it in, but Tourlestrane are set. They have their defence set. They're sitting back, and they're waiting for them to come. Cathal Sweeney, just back here. Doing a lot of damage in the first half, not so much the second half. Treads a little ball in, he's looking for the ball again. Played out to the wing back Ronan Cadwell. Ronan Cadwell's going to take the shot, and it's going to go, well, it's not going to go wide, it's going to go out for a 45 there. He just seemed to be hit just as he was kicking that ball, and it's going to be a Killannin setting here. Fantastic scene, a good crowd in here, some good football, some good scores, and some really bite and intensity to it, which is what you want to see and what you want to see. The referee now is gone in. As I said before, the referee would need eyes in the back of his head, and he seems to have them because there's stuff going on around the place that he's just looking at there. With this Ronan Cadwell there that could be called over the wing back. Yeah, Ronan he's talking to. Sligo. Sweeney is fouled, and Killannin substitutes. Killannin men with the ball, centre back. And again, Tourlestrane are well set. They've all their men back. There's only one man up front, and that's Pat Hart. There's only one man in the field that... He's wide there, that it's given fresh impotence again to Tourlestrane, and the men from South Sligo really have the upper hand here. But referee going back in again. This referee, he seems to be going in, he's going right back in. He needs to talk to his umpires there, and we're just wondering what exactly he has seen this time, because he really has. He's been looking, he's been on the ball. I have to say, he's been very well. People haven't agreed with every decision he's made, Patrick McTiernan from Roscommon, but I think he's let the game go when he can, and there's going to be a change here as we look at it. There's going to be a change here, we think, coming soon, but referee is down there. He's calling in the full back for Tourlestrane, Brian Kennedy. Brian Kennedy, not the singer, the full back from Tourlestrane. Brian Kennedy's in there now. He's singing a fair tune to the referee, but I don't think the referee is going to listen to him. I think he's going to brandish a yellow card, and he does. He gets the yellow card. So the keeper for Tourlestrane, Pádraig McVeigh, long ball out there. Tourlestrane were certainly having the better of the midfield exchanges so far in this second half, but it's Killannin that win that ball. And just the Killannin getting frustrated there. They felt the referee maybe should have let that go for an advantage there, but he did blow the whistle. And it is going to be a free. Now we're talking about the free about 45 yards out to the right of the post, and it's Pat protesting his innocence. He's still protesting his innocence to the referee, but from where we were standing here, it was a blatant pull, and it is a free. And we're back to Enda Kelly again. Enda Kelly here just going to chip away again at this Tourlestrane lead. Referees having a word with Pat, and Pat will do well now maybe between them here. They should surely make it 1-9, so 12 points to 13 to bare minimum. We have 22 minutes gone here in the second half. A bit of a stoppage here. There's been a couple of little stoppages here. Liam Gahan just getting treatment, or Noel Gahan just getting treatment there. And yeah, shoot. It's going to be number 2 is going to come on for Tourlestrane, so it's Darren Leonard. Darren Leonard is going to come on for number 17, and that's Noel Gahan. Darren Leonard is on, so the change is, or he'll be coming on in 1 second. Killannin with the ball. Back at the scoreboard there, we have 1-9 to 13. Noel Gahan. Ball out around the middle. And it's Killannin, they're winning everything out around the middle again. It's the number 9 that went up for that. It's Gary Heffernan. Gary with the ball. Took that out of the air. He's content to play it back. Oh, the referee says no, he's going to change that. It's going to be a hot ball. All level here. 1 goal and 10 points to 13 points. Tourlestrane haven't scored for quite some time now. It's been all Killannin. Ball's going to win there. Tourlestrane. The Sligo men come again. It's through Oisín Kennedy. Oisín Kennedy lays the ball on to Egan. Egan, a great score. 4 men trying to go through. Eamon O'Hara said it was a free, but the referee, and that's the important opinion here at the end of the day, says it wasn't a free. And it's Killannin that come out, but now it's going to be a free. It's going to be a free to Killannin. Killannin are getting very, very wound up here. They sense that there really is the winning in this game. And the referee's gone in. Gone right in there now, and there's a Killannin man still down. Still down. It's all level here. Floodlights on here. So So we're just looking to see who's down there. Oh, there could be Heaney's or Heaney. He didn't get the next chance he has, but he can kick them from this range, and he's kicked it from a very similar range there just a minute ago. So we're looking at a couple of substitutes on the Tourlestrane team. What we're looking at, number 21 there is coming on. John Quinn is coming on for number 8. So we're going to Stephen Henry is going to make way. Stephen Henry right beside us. Put in a great shift there. So it's John Quinn that's coming on there. And I think there's going to be another substitute here as well there. We're looking at number 23 is coming on. Conal Marin is coming on for number 17. Number 17 there is Noel gone. So we just have a few changes. A lot of changes coming on here. A lot of fresh legs. We're trying to get the fresh legs on here. But them two, they list 2 changes. Johnny Heaney, meanwhile, stands over this ball. Takes it from requisite distance. Johnny Heaney. This is an important kick. Oh, and Johnny just doesn't catch that at all, and it goes to the left and wide. And we're still level game here. Tourlestrane hanging in there. It's Killannin that have all of the ball, all of the play, and it's Tourlestrane that are just hanging in there. We've got 28 minutes gone here. We're just looking to see what the extra time is going to be, but there is going to be a couple of minutes for stoppages. Tourlestrane coming out with the ball. Carl Sweeney all over. Patrick Sweeney all over the ball, all over his man. He gives away a foul, and it's Kennedy. Kennedy here for Tourlestrane. Kennedy coming in there, and Kennedy just having forced to go back there again. Back in again, and it's Tourlestrane that just have to recycle. It's Killannin that have set up their defence now. They've men behind the ball. Killannin with only one man in the Tourlestrane half, and that's Patrick Sweeney, the goal scorer. But it's Tourlestrane down the far side. They're making yards. They're making the hard yards. So Barry Walsh, the corner back, lays that back out again. Tourlestrane come back out again. Just when you thought they would cut inside, they come back out to Brian Egan. Brian Egan, just a little bit of class here, a little bit of dink there to Kennedy. Kennedy, no, seen a lot of ball here. Dinks the ball out here. Could there be a shot on here to Shane Dunn? Shane Dunn, the shot comes in. Could this be the one they need? Oh, that's a massive score. That's a massive score from Shane Dunn, the substitute. Really good score, just when it was needed. Tourlestrane hadn't scored in some time, and that just puts them back the bare minimum again between the team. Tourlestrane 14 points, Killannin 1 goal at 10 points, and it's all to play for here. We've got 29 minutes gone. We're just looking to see what the extra time. It's going to be free here, and it's into Kennedy, into Kelly. Into Kelly, plays it out there. Jerry McGowan shouting here, don't foul. Tourlestrane are well set here. Ball right, spread right across the pitch there. Going coast to coast here, Killannin. And they're going to get the ball from the far side. Who's going to be? Sweeney. Sweeney to take this on. Carl Sweeney. And it goes wide. Bit of a crazy decision from somebody of Carl Sweeney's experience there. They had worked the ball into a kickable position, maybe just go through the hands once or twice more, and they got a bit closer to the goal. But it's Tourlestrane with the ball here. Normal time is up. We're into injury time. We've been told there's 6 minutes. We've already started ticking into the 6 minutes of injury time. Jerry Heffernan plays that ball into the John Quinn. John Quinn inside, kicks that ball, and it's gone to the left and wide. So it's just going to be another wide there for Tourlestrane, but the ball is up the right side of the pitch. The side of the pitch is Conor Marin actually that took that shot there. Conor Marin that took that shot. He's gone into full forward, and Conor Marin that put Conal that put that wide. So it's Killannin here with the ball. It's up and down the pitch here. It's Johnny Heaney here. No, he loses the ball. Park McVeigh's lost the ball here. There's a chance for Killannin. Can Killannin recycle it? Over to the middle here. Can they get a shot off here? Tourlestrane have made a lot of pressure. Back to the keeper there, who just lost the ball a second ago. Can Tourlestrane, the pressure that they're under here, is surely going to be a free, or is it going to be a 45? It's a wide ball. And looking from here, it really looks like the ball was knocked out of the hands. And it looks like it could be a 45. Eamon's going right down in there. Eamon's going to... Yeah. The message is coming in from Jerry and Eamon, from the gruesome twosome. They're coming in here, and they're going to they're kicking every ball and catching every ball. They're slow things down here, because remember, it's 1 goal and 10 points to Killannin. It's 14 points to Tourlestrane. With 32 minutes gone, 2 minutes of the injury time. There's 6 minutes of injury time to play, so there's about 4 minutes left. So it's Egan with the ball, centre forward. Egan drops right back there. Brian Egan takes the ball on. He's 3-4 men around him. He's keeping the ball. He plays, and that's the ball has gone into a Killannin man's hand. And Tourlestrane are just their own worst enemies at the moment. They're losing the ball. They're just not keeping the ball, keeping possession. It's all possession here. 3 minutes is a long time. Ball gets turned over here. Yeah, it's Kelly the far side. It's John Kelly, number 22 on his back, and he just plays that inside to number 21. That's John Quinn. John Quinn just keeping the ball. They're keeping the ball. Eamon O'Hara says keep the ball here, but that might come back to haunt them. Do they go for the score that'll surely win this game for them, or do they? Great ball across. Adrian McAnally. This could be the insurance point. This could be the point that wins it. Oh, great block there, but the ball is still pinging around there. It's the number 10. Shot comes in there from Henry. Oh, and that's over the bar. Cathal Henry. Great score, just when we thought the chance had gone there. Cathal Henry, and a great ball over there from Adrian McIntyre. Fantastic here, but going back to the turnover here from Shane Dunn, right down in front of us. And he turned over the ball, got the ball out to Adrian McIntyre, across the pitch, and it was over the ball from Cathal Henry. And surely that's enough, unless there's a goal in it from Killannin. We've seen it here before, last minute, with 35 and a half minutes gone, with 30 seconds left here. The referee, it's up to his discretion now, 30 seconds left here. Is there a goal in this game? Is there a goal to bring this extra time? In along the inside, Killannin coming at speed, pace, but Tourlestrane have the men back. Johnny Heaney gets the ball across. Is there a goal here? Oh, it's over the bar. And it was Sweeney, Patrick Sweeney, with the fist. Tried to just catch people unawares there, but the keeper for Tourlestrane, Pádraig McVeigh, knocked it over the bar. And it looks like there's a Tourlestrane man down using all their experience now. We're just ticking up on 36 minutes gone here. So after this is up to the referee. Will he give Killannin another chance? 2 points in it. 1 goal, 11 points. That's 14 points. Plays 16 points. Tourlestrane, South Sligo men, Sligo champions. Are they going to be the Leo Kenny Cup champions for 2017? Played the ball out, and they certainly are. Great game here. Final score here, Leo Kenny Cup. The final score, Killannin 1 goal, 11 points. Tourlestrane champions for 2017. Tourlestrane champions. 1 goal and 11 points to 16 points. A great game here. Fantastic game. Well competed here, but the final score is it's success for the South Sligo men. They win this game on a scoreline 1 goal and 11 points to Killannin, and it's